I was asked for more dog content on my channel, so here it is. Today I'm going to share a personal project I worked on like 6 or more years ago. These are photos I did with my dog Brixton. He's my best friend. He's basically the same exact guy as me. I swear to God, he is the exact same person as me. Yeah, he's a person. And this photo series, on the surface, it's about Brixton and I cohabitating, doing the same things together, about how it's about our friendship, it's about how similar we are, but deep down it's about something a bit more serious, and I'll get into that when I share the photos with you guys. But this was a personal project that helped me work through a very difficult time, and I think personal projects or creating in general is something that anyone, like, if you're a creative, you need to do it. For me, if I'm not being creative, I'm being depressed. I kind of have no real middle ground. It's one or the other. I need to constantly create. So I want to share these guys with you today. I shared them with my students last night in class, so I said, why not? I'll share it on YouTube. I haven't really put them out there in this way before, where I really talked about what these images are really about and what I was going through, but let's jump right into it. I hope you guys enjoy it. So the title of this body of work is Us, Mick and Brix Doing Things. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's very much about the friendship I have with Brixton, but more so just the fact that we're the same person. We live the same life. I'm mostly home working, editing, preparing for new jobs, etc. So I'm with him most times. He goes with me most places, and so we kind of live an identical life. But as you guys will see through the photos as I progress, this is a bit more, it's actually about something a bit more serious. I had recently gone through a pretty bad breakup, and my partner at the time, I wish her the best, but she was doing the best she could at the time, but unfortunately the best she could do at the time was to move out and just take everything. So I had nothing but my desk, pretty much. All the food from the fridge was in the sink when I got home from work. The spices in the cabinet were gone, pretty much everything. And so I found myself alone, sad of course, there with Brixton and needing sort of a prescription for this horrible situation. And this is actually when I decided to put my foot down and start creating again. When I started professional photography, I pretty much never picked up a camera again unless it was for work. I thought at the time it was because I just associated my work camera with work, and maybe I just needed a different camera, something like that. But many years later, I now understand it's actually I just never really loved digital photography. But that's not what this video is going to be about. I don't want to dwell on that. This image I shot on New Year's. I almost didn't make it out before 12 because I was so committed to shooting. I decided at the time I was going to work on Mick and Brix Doing Things every single day. So the majority of these images were shot over the course of a month. I would wake up every day and I would come up with an idea, set it up and shoot it, edit it, post it online. I think I posted it. I don't actually remember. This one's us getting something to eat. I finally did get a fridge. This one's titled, I believe I titled it, We Built a Fort, or Us and Our Fort. I can't remember. But you guys can see there's some differences. He's got his toys. I've got my Diane Arbus book and my Ansel Adams book. This one is, I guess, sort of a meta one where it's a photo shoot inside of a photo shoot. Obviously, we have very different ideas on how to pose a pretty girl. Us getting drunk. This is us with our things. Here's us fighting. We used to do this all day, every day. We still go at it, but damn it, he used to go crazy. Just like, he would just bite me. Like, the thing about Brixton, he's developed this ability to know exactly how hard he can bite me. And because we fight, we go at it, but he will never bite another person or another dog. Like, he knows he can bite me, but he will not bite another person. When he plays with little dogs, he understands because he's so friendly that if he wants them to play with him, he can't really play rough. So he does this whole game where he's like pretending to bite them. He'll like roll on his back and make a lot of noise, but he would never hurt them. We used to have this neighbor, Daisy. She was like a 4-pound dog, a little Yorkie, and they used to play and like really go at it, but Brixton held all his punches. This photo is of our birthday month. We both have an October birthday. Here's our artistic portraits. Here is us with our hair. I mean, we pretty much have the same hair. I wanted to do a new portrait while I had a big beard because his beard's pretty long now too, but I didn't get around to it. I already shaved. Us trying a new look. So everything you guys have seen so far was shot in our apartment. It was very much about me reappropriating that space, making it my own again. It was essentially a sandbox, and I loved the challenge of just making something new every day given a set space. You know, I wouldn't go out and shoot. For the longest time, I was committed to that. But eventually, I had to leave my apartment for about 3 months because there was a gas leak in my neighborhood. And this gas leak basically forced me out. I got to stay downtown for 3 months on the gas company's dime, and I actually stayed at the Standard Hotel. Everything was taken care of. It was like living like a king. You know, we woke up every day, we'd go downstairs. I made friends with the barista, so he always had coffee ready for me. Really good dude, and I've used his music in my YouTube videos actually. But yeah, so we'd go out every day, and I started shooting, and this is the first time I started shooting outside of my apartment, like pretty much at all. I really just stopped shooting for myself for the longest time. So we had some fun. We did some similar stuff in the Standard Hotel. Here's our bubble bath, us drying off, us wrestling, of course. I mean, this is what we do. And then the last one you're going to see is one of the more recent ones I did, where I started exploring a little bit more different concept. This one is very much about our fears. It's titled Our Biggest Fear. And here you have Brixton running from the vacuum cleaner and me running from Brixton in a clown outfit as revenge. One thing I did, and the reason it goes to black, I didn't light the hallway. A, because probably the manager would be mad, and B, because I very much wanted it to look like I was leaving set, because our apartment sort of became our set, where we would build this world together and then put it all back together and then build it up again in a different way. I hope you guys enjoyed these photographs. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. I think it's really important for anyone to have a project or something, I don't care what it is, but something to motivate them to get out and shoot. If you guys liked this and you would like to see me talk about more of my work, I would be happy to do so. Please let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys soon in the next video.